Hello, welcome back. So in this video, I really want to speak on if you're feeling stuck. In my meditation this morning, when I was trying to decide what should I film about, what kind of advice can I give, what are people really actually seeking, what's the energy, and just the word stuck really was coming in big and loud and strong. And I just want to begin to start saying that there's no such thing as you're stuck. And if you're feeling that way, it's really just an illusion and it's something that's not serving you. And I know many times, like, I felt that way in my life too, where I just felt like the energy was not there and I just didn't know what to do. I felt very stuck in my life and it just felt very like on a pause and very much where it's like, let's say if you get in an argument with someone or you're feeling like you don't know what career path you might want to take, maybe where you want to live, if you're kind of in those phases of your life, that is just something you have to understand, that life is always flowing, it's always moving, it's always flowing. There's a stream of well-being that just is constantly flowing. It's an effortless stream and it doesn't stop moving. It's you're on that journey and it's going. But when it comes to feeling stuck, you have to remind yourself that you're never stuck, that you're always flowing, that you're always pure positive energy, that everything is working out in divine timing. And when you start making statements like this and telling yourself very subtle and very soft statements and messages to yourself, that will really just send out that energy to the universe that will get you on the path that you want, that will redirect you where you're not going to feel stuck anymore. You're going to feel the feeling of alignment and the feeling of flow and the feeling of right timing, right place, right situations, right interactions. And you will begin to get a sense of trusting your process. And I've created and wrote my book's called Looking Beyond What Is. And I created a looking beyond process because I want people to understand that you can make peace with where you are right now, but also look beyond your day to day, look beyond your reality, reach for where you want to go in life. Where do you see yourself? What is the desires you want to be experiencing in your reality, in your now? And that's the thing that people get really hung up about, is they believe that the universe is only responding to kind of what is the reality now. But that's not true. The universe is responding to your imagination. It's responding to your visions in your mind. I heard once that the universe doesn't know the difference between reality and daydreaming, and that's very true. So you can sit there and you can really put yourself in that situation where you're visualizing, where you're really understanding what it is that you want to become. And if you hear it with a lot of athletes, a lot of actors, a lot of directors, a lot of people in entertainment, a lot of entrepreneurs. They visioned themselves in that state before they were in that state. They really saw it, they felt it, they put themselves in that situation in their mind first. And that is really what the whole process is, looking beyond process. It is putting yourself and visualizing yourself in the manifestations you want, the life you want to create. There's so much around the media, around news, just around life, society, that people forget that they create their reality. It is somehow really just, I guess, something that's forgotten to mention, and that really just takes away people's power. And we all have the power to create our lives the way we want it to unfold. And yes, there's a lot of times where you might be in a situation where it's absolutely nothing what you want to be experiencing right now. But no matter what, there's always the other side of that coin and the other side of that stick, and you can get there and you can really start living the life you want if you believe it. And it really takes belief in yourself and in your dreams. If you have dreamt it, if you can think it, you can achieve it. That is what I believe. And, you know, a lot of people throughout my life would come back at me and say, well, that's not true, or this and that, and they would argue that. And I understand people's point of views, but I will always be a person of hope and just trusting in this process and in belief and in positivity instead of fear and negativity. And that's the thing, that with feeling stuck, you're in this negative pattern. It's such an illusion. It's such a hold from the ego that it wants to hold on to you. And this is just not, there's no truth in this. You will never be stuck. You will never feel like, it could feel like you're stuck right now, but I'm telling you, no, you're not. You are not. The universe wants to, it's moving you in the direction you want to go, but you have to want that. You have to trust in that. And that is the whole thing about surrendering. When you surrender and you start really trusting your life patterns, your timelines, the places you've been, the contrast you've experienced, the conflicts you've had, the fear you've had, the anxiety you've had. But if you lean towards faith and trust that in those moments you did a lot of asking. Abraham Hicks speaks about this a lot. You go through contrast, you ask what it is you do want because you're experiencing that contrast, and then the universe holds on to that solution, to that desire, to that improved state. And that's really how it works. That is how law of attraction works. That's how the universe works. That is what is happening in the universe. So if you believe in this and you trust in it, then you can get to everything you desire. But you really need to find a place of really trusting in the energy of the movement and the feeling of not stuck, and letting the universe really control the outcome. And when you surrender, when you let go, when you release resistance, when you step into meditation, step into prayer, when you are asking the universe to help you, to guide you, you are calling in ancestors, angels, spirit energy, spirit animals, anything that works for you, that's right for you, because everybody's different and everybody is working on their own spiritual path and their own divine timing. And you have to find what is really works for you. What is the true essence of your being that can really guide you and support you. So just really remember that, and be gentle to yourself, be kind to yourself, be kind to others. This is just an important message, because I know when there's people going through anxiety and depression and a lot of heavy emotions, that there's this big cloud, and that's kind of what I was receiving in my meditations, that they were saying it's like this stuck feeling, this stuckness that people are feeling, that they don't really know how to kind of get away from that feeling of stuckness. Like I don't even know what other word to describe it, but just a feeling of stuck. It's not a good feeling, and it's really an illusion. It's not your true state. It's not who we are here. We're here. It's life is it's a river, it's a stream. It's always flowing. It's always moving. And you can go with the current or you can go against the current. And that is just another thing. It's, are you going to surrender and go with the natural flow of life, the natural, and not pushing against it and not resisting it, and not, when something comes up that's a challenge, you kind of more lean in and you ask for guidance, you ask for support, you ask for help. That is there for you. It is really something that you need to start asking for. You need to start waking up being like, source energy, guide me today. I want to feel supported. I want to feel light. I want to feel free. I want to feel the energy of love. Little things like that, you're setting the tone, you're setting the space, you're creating the space that is really becoming a creator of your life, and taking the power back and taking the energy back, and remembering your truth and your guidance and your soul and your inner self and your higher self, and whatever words you like to say. That is what's really happening, and tapping into that energy is so powerful. I hope you enjoyed that. If you have any comments or questions, please comment below. And yeah, and if you like these videos, I'll try keep filming videos about maybe where you're feeling stuck. If you have some questions about belief or anxiety, or what we can work on together to really try to just feel better. That's the goal here. It's about feeling good.